Hey everyone, today I'm doing a chit chat get ready with me video. I have not made a talk through video like this in so long, so I'm really excited because I actually have a lot of stuff that I want to talk to you guys about. I feel like we need to catch up. So yeah, I'm just going to go ahead and get started because it might take a while. So the first thing that I'm going to be doing is taking my Nivea post-shave balm. I used to use this a lot and then I kind of stopped for a minute, but now I'm back on it. Okay, now I'm going to take my Makeup Forever smoothing primer and apply this mainly to my T-zone area because that's where I have pores. And I use a generous amount because I don't want to have pores. I want it to be covered and smooth and flawless. Okay, next I'm going to go ahead and move on to foundation. I'm going to mix two together. I'm going to be taking my Too Faced Born This Way. Oh, I just hit my elbow. Mine is in the shade Golden, and I'm going to be mixing it with my NARS All Day Luminous Weightless Foundation, and this is in the shade Barcelona. I'm just taking my beauty blender, and I'm using this to blend it out. I feel like I shouldn't have used as much of the NARS foundation because it lightened it quite a bit, and I'm not as light as it is. Both of these are really full coverage, which is what I like. So if you don't really like full coverage, I wouldn't recommend this or these. The NARS one is very lightweight, so that might be good if you don't want something that feels really thick. The Too Faced one, it doesn't feel thick on my face personally, but it definitely is a lot thicker than the NARS one. Just so you guys know what you're getting yourself into. If you're disgusted by my hands, so am I. If you're wondering why my hands look like this, I don't know if you can really tell on the camera, but they are like purple for some reason. As I was cleaning through my closet, I found a pair of shorts that I had, or that I have, that fit me perfectly, except I don't like the color of them, so I got fabric dye, and I tried to dye them black. That's why my hands are this color, because I'm messy, and I don't know what the fuck I'm doing. I just hit my elbow again. Next, I'm going to move on to concealer. I'm taking my NARS Radiant Creamy Concealer, and mine is in the shade Custard. I need to get a new one of these. I was about to today, but I'm lazy. And I'm just going to apply this underneath my eyes. You know the deal. And now I'm just going to go ahead and blend this out with my Beauty Blender. Lately, I've really been loving this concealer. I mean, I've repurchased it a few times, so I've always loved it. But recently, I don't know, it's just really doing something for me. I really like the consistency of it. It's so easy to blend out, and it's awesome coverage, and it's everything that I want. So I love it. Feels like love at first sight. Feels like we just met. You ever feel that way about anything in your life that doesn't really apply? That makes sense? What the fuck am I saying? Whatever's left over on my Beauty Blender, I'm taking down the bridge of my nose and the center of my forehead in between my eyebrows. I don't like to have a very strong highlight there, so that's why I just use whatever's left over on my Beauty Blender, so that way it's just not as intense. Next, I'm going to go ahead and take my Laura Mercier Translucent Loose Setting Powder. I'm just using my Beauty Blender to apply this anywhere that I applied my concealer. I like using this powder on the center of my face because it is beautiful. I don't know, I feel like it really makes my skin look smooth and soft and perfect, and it keeps my makeup lasting. The only thing about this powder is it costs as much as my life, so that's the only downside. Next, I'm going to be taking this Airspun loose face powder. A lot of people ask me where you can get this. I've gotten mine at Walgreens, Walmart, CVS, just like a drugstore. I've never had to repurchase it. This is the only one I've ever had because it lasts a really long time. And this is actually a new technique that I've been doing. I'm going to just take a little powder puff thing, and I'm taking a very small amount of this powder, and I'm using it, or I'm applying it to the rest of my face where I didn't apply the Laura Mercier powder. I'm not applying too much because I don't want this, I just don't want to. I just want to apply a little bit. And I'm just kind of patting it into my skin. I honestly feel like this has made such a huge difference in how long my makeup has lasted. I know it's a lot and it might look cakey right now, but just keep in mind this is loose powder sitting on top of my face, so it's obviously going to look like a lot. I am going to eventually wipe it all off, so just wait. So after that's been sitting there for a minute, I'm going to take my Makeup Forever Pro Finish powder. This is a foundation powder, or powder foundation, and mine's in the shade 168. So this is going to add a little bit extra coverage. I don't really think I need it with this foundation because it's full coverage already. I mainly just use this to dust off that loose powder and bring color back to my face, because even though those powders are translucent, I do feel like the Airspun one lightens my face a little bit. So I use this to bring color back. I think one of the most important things when doing your foundation and stuff is blending everything onto your neck, onto your ears, into your hairline, basically over your entire body, because next I'm going to move on to bronzing. I'm going to first take my MAC Mineralized Skin Finish in the shade Deep Darkest, and I'm using a MAC 187 brush, just a large stippling brush, and I'm just going to apply this on my cheekbones, or whatever this is. I never know how to describe the hollows on my cheeks. Is that what it is? I never really know how to describe this. I always say cheekbones, but your cheekbones are up here. It's to accentuate your cheekbones. So you guys know what I mean though, right? I really cake the bronzer on because I kind of bring this bronzer up on my cheeks a little bit because I'm not the type that wears blush every single day. I hardly wear blush at all, but I do like my cheeks to look colored, so I kind of blend it into my cheeks a little bit. And next I'm going to be taking my NARS Casino bronzer, and I'm just using the same brush, and I'm focusing this just on the hollows of my cheeks though. This is just going to add a little bit extra dimension. Okay, next I'm going to take my Kat Von D Shade and Light palette, and I'm going to be taking the darkest shade with this Real Techniques brush. I'm just taking a very small amount and applying this even closer to the hollows of my cheeks. So that first bronzer kind of went all over my face. The second one, it went in the majority of the areas, but not as far out, and this is just going to go even more compact, you know what I'm saying? And that's just how I build up dimension. I feel like it adds a nice gradient and stuff like that. Then I'm going to go ahead and take this e.l.f. small stippling brush, and I'm going to be taking the lightest shade in the palette, and just very lightly I'm going to take this underneath my bottom lip just to add a little definition, and I'm also going to take it down the sides of my nose slightly. I can't stop looking at my hands. It's really disgusting. I just really don't play around when it comes to contouring. Like, okay, that's going to be it for my face. I'm going to come back and highlight my face after I'm done with the rest of my makeup. But now I'm just going to go ahead and do my eyebrows. I've changed up my routine. I've been filling them in a lot lighter and a little bit more thicker. If you guys want an updated brow tutorial, just let me know. I have gotten a few requests to do that, but let me know if that's what you guys really want to see, and I'm going to go ahead and do that, and then I'll be right back. Okay, so like I said, I just went ahead and did my eyebrows. If it looks really dark in that corner, it's because I turned off my lamp over there. It started pouring. I don't know if you guys can hear the rain or not, but it just fucked with my lighting. I went ahead and did my eyebrows, but I also primed my eyelids. I would have filmed this for you guys, but Recently I've been taking my MAC Soft Ochre Paint Pot to sculpt out my brows, and as I'm sculpting them out, I go ahead and blend this all the way on my eyelid. So since I didn't film my eyebrows, I did this part without filming it, but I just put this all over my eyelids. And then I took Makeup Geek's Peach Smoothie eyeshadow just to set that, so I put that all over the place. I'm going to start off by taking Makeup Geek's Cocoa Bear eyeshadow, and I'm going to be using the Anastasia blending side of her brush, and I'm just going to smoke this out all in the outer corner of my eyelids and up into my crease. So I just really build this color up and blend it out and get really silky. I'm really disappointed in this lighting right now. Maybe it's better, I don't know. I can't really tell, but I hope it's not too bad. I really wanted this video to be good, and I feel like the lighting's gonna ruin it. I know a lot of people don't really like dark shades blended up so high. They think it looks kind of crazy. Personally, that's just what I like to do. So I blend this shit up to my eyebrow. So that's gonna be like my base color. I'm gonna go ahead and take my Lorac Unzipped eyeshadow palette, and I'm going to be taking the shade Unconditional, which is right here, and with the same brush I'm just going to go over top of that last shadow. I like to layer them because I feel like it makes the appearance a lot smoother looking and more blended, and I honestly find such a huge difference when I layer colors like this. It's just one of my favorite techniques, and I really think you guys should try it out if you haven't. Next, I'm going to take this other e.l.f. brush. The name isn't written on here, but it's just a very small dome-shaped brush. And I'm going to be taking Cocoa Bear, the Makeup Geek shadow, and just smudging this along my lower lash line. So I use this to mainly just pack the color on and get it where I want it. So then I'm going to be taking the Anastasia brush again and the same shade, the Cocoa Bear shade, and just using that to blend it out like I said. If she ever find another, you better love her. Man, I swear my life is perfect. Alright, then I'm going to be taking this NARS eyeshadow in the shade Persia, and this is just a bright orange. So I'm taking a little bit of this on that Anastasia brush, and I'm mainly focusing it on the outer corners of my eyelids, blending it into those other colors that I had already applied. And I'm going to pack this on just so you could see the orange, you know? And then I'm going to take a little bit more and just bring it along my lower lash line. I just like my eyeshadow look really smoky and blown out, if you guys can't tell. Next, I'm going to be taking this NYX eyeshadow, and this is in the shade Frostbite, I think. This is one of my favorite eyeshadows of all time. And what I'm going to be doing is taking a MAC 213 brush, which is just a shader brush, and I'm going to pack this on my inner corners, and it's really going to, you'll see. I'm really just packing it on. For some reason, I feel like whenever I do my eyeshadow, I always start with my right eye. With my crease colors, I always do my right eye first, but then whenever I'm doing my inner corners, I always do my left eye first. I don't know why. So that's going to be it for my eyeshadow. Now I'm going to go ahead and do my winged eyeliner. I'm going to be using my NYC liquid eyeliner. I'm going to try to film me doing my eyeliner. I'm not going to talk while I'm doing it. I'm not going to really explain what I'm doing because I need to focus. But I figured I'll just show it and speed it up because a lot of people have been asking me to show it. So yeah, I'm going to speed this whole part up though. One thing I want to say about this eyeliner really quickly is do not open your eye fully until it is fully dry, because it's really liquidy, so if you open your eye all the way, it might transfer. So I always, after I do one eye, I always just fan it off really quick. So I've gone ahead and done my other eye. I like my eyeliner to be really bold and thick. Obviously, you do not have to do it as intense or as thick as I do. It's personal preference. Some days I do it thinner, some days I don't do a wing. It's up to you, whatever you want. So now I'm just going to go ahead and do my eyelashes. I'm going to go ahead and apply my false ones off camera really quick. Okay, so like I said, I went ahead and applied my lashes. Today I used my Ardell double wispies. I think that's what they might be called. So basically it's the wispies, but it's two stacked on top of each other, and they're already stacked for you. And so now I'm just going to go ahead and take this Rimmel London waterproof eye definer pencil eyeliner. I've been using this for a while now. It really is waterproof, which is why I like it, because I have watery eyes. Well, I don't normally have watery eyes, but recently my eyes have been extremely watery. So I like using this because it doesn't smudge or budge or anything like that. And I'm just going to be tight lining my eyes. You might not notice a significant difference, but I do. Basically, I have to do this. Otherwise, I don't feel like my makeup is complete. So now I'm going to go ahead and highlight my face. I told you guys I like to do this last. And I've been loving this combination recently, especially with this look. So first I'm going to be taking my Too Faced Candlelight Glow highlighter. I'm going to be using a MAC 135 brush, and I'm just mixing this all together and highlighting my cheekbones. Oh my goodness. And then I'm just taking a little bit on the tip of my nose. And also on my cupid's bow. Okay, then I'm going to be taking that NYX eyeshadow that I used on the inner corners of my eyes, and I'm using a MAC 224 brush. Again, I really recommend this MAC brush. And I'm taking a very small amount of this and just lightly going over that. I have been using this as a highlighter recently, and I really, really love it because it's different, you know? And it really just does something for me. Last, I'm just going to go ahead and do my lips. Honestly, lately I haven't really been wearing lipstick, which is kind of weird, but I am going to use one today. One of my followers actually sent me a bunch of really awesome products, and one of them was the ColourPop Ultra Matte Liquid Lipstick in the shade Chi. I think that's how you say it, CHI. So I want to use this today because I swatched it and looks really awesome. This is a beautiful color. I'm really excited to see how this liquid lipstick wears, because recently I've been trying out the Jeffree Star liquid lipsticks and I love them. The pigmentation is awesome, the color is awesome. The only thing though is I feel like after a few hours around the center of my mouth it starts looking like just gross. So I'm excited to see how this is in comparison. And just to make sure that this all lasts, I'm going to take my Urban Decay All Nighter setting spray and drench my face. But that's going to be it for this video. If you guys have any requests, like I said, let me know. I really hope you guys enjoyed this tutorial because it was really fun to film. Actually, I really am excited that I chose to use this liquid lipstick. Why can't I talk? I'm really excited that I chose to use this liquid lipstick because a lot of people asked me to do a more bold lip, and obviously you can go way bolder, but I feel like this is a lot darker than what I usually do, so hopefully you guys like that. And yeah, if you guys like this video, give it a thumbs up and please subscribe to my channel if you're not already, and I hope you guys have a great day and I'll talk to you later. Please excuse my hand. Bye.